Grab the avatar. Tale of one-armed rogue.
Attention gamers. Last year I took a break from speedrunning, being diagnosed with chronic depression from playing League of Legends, to join a group of degenerate streamers who are so chronically online they can't even eat a potato chip without acting like the world is ending.
Wait,
You need to do it. Bro, you're like some...
As we embarked on a noble and absolutely
I think that was a
terrible
Diablo chip,
anxiety-provoking
wasn't
journey
it?
where enough of us glorified internet beggars strive to survive long enough to slay one particular raging lava lamp. My part of the story
Lava
involved
lamp.
conquering the hardcore elements and avenging the deaths of my fallen comrades, butt naked, with the goodest of boys by my side. Aside from one small hiccup involving a bullshit hitbox and 72 straight sleepless hours of my life, and I contributed to the war on Ragnaros. Well, kind of. And OnlyFangs was a success. But people ask what happened to OnlyFangs after that day. Well, some of our raiders lived out their lifelong dreams of being diabetic mall cops, while others were summoning the 2038 AWC
Diabetic mall cop.
champions into the world.
We've got to send some RMP3s, man.
One of our guild leaders fell victim to an anger-inducing addiction,
It is insufferable.
while the other learned the hard way why you don't buy a sauna off of Facebook Marketplace, and pretty much everyone stopped playing hardcore. Well, everyone except for Pops. Pops kept playing.
Oh, this isn't gonna be good.
Holy.
The end. Ow! Oh, come on. Stoneclaw. Son of a bitch. Come on, he's gotta go away. Oh, there's the end of the paladin. Maybe not, maybe not. Not if I can get off of this cliff. Oh, son of
And in terms of what
His reaction is the same. I love that. Oh, son of a bitch. Yo, Freddy, thank you for the 2 months. Appreciate it.
happened to me. Well, guys, I met someone. A troll.
Hey, yo. Chat, this is what I meant.
Faced with our own sort of Romeo and Juliet issues
Troll
around some
baddie.
political sham known as factions, we further complicated things one night when I forgot to wrap my wiggy. I'd have to watch him grow up from afar, him never knowing his real father,
He had
me
a
thinking
baby.
about a day when I could
What
come
the
back to him. Years later, his mother fell victim to one of the hardcore elements, and it was then when he decided to find me, his father. He traveled day and night, walking across the entire world of Warcraft, through molten deserts and budget Narnias, until he found the town described in all the stories where he could find me.
Where be the avatar mon?
But he didn't realize how much danger he was about to be in.
Oh, no. His
Beaten to
child
the brink of
died?
death, one of his arms was left crippled, never to gain the strength to fight or hold a weapon in it again. But what he didn't know was that someone
Dude, Rab is cooking hard with this story.
spared his life that day. Someone to return him to the safety of his home and vow to watch over him as he would soon embark on the most
It's
important
his
journey of his
bastard
life.
son.
Alright, so I rolled a blue-haired troll rogue with just one remaining decision to make.
What am I gonna do?
My initial reaction was to keep this unchecked, as OnlyFangs is doing something called guild self-found.
So it's not guild self-found, it's guild found. Like that guild found is grouping with anyone and trading with guildies, whereas guild self-found is grouping with guildies but no trading.
But then as I thought back to my
That
journey
sounds
last
exactly
year,
like
I
Zarya.
always tried to challenge myself and solo stupid things that Ms. Kiff wishes he could have. And while a lot of people
True,
who had never
Ms.
seen
Kiff
Barney's
could
Scarab
never.
Lord series said flattering things, there was still the voices in my head. I don't really remember there being any evidence into me getting handouts or cheating, but the voices were there. And the worst part is they sounded like XQC.
Oh great, you can fail and cheat and buy another free 60 again. OnlyFangs so excited. Bunch of gold buying, more like y'all cheaters for content right on.
So deep down I knew the only way to stop these voices
Buy another free 60 again. Bunch of gold buying boosty cheaters.
Nice.
I load into what I can only assume Carrot Top Scooch pubes look like, and despite the chaos of a new server on a new faction, I immediately felt something familiar calling to me. The head of employee onboarding Gornik says we don't brush teeth around here. We cut them. It has me beat up a few Howard imposters to prove my worth.
I have friends.
What is that, Valorant kill sound? I like that kill sound.
My homeboy Arwag teaches me the patented power of a rogue, a power that will surely come in handy down the road.
Wait, Orc Rogue Trainer's name is Wag? That's a silly name.
Boo.
Then things start to get interesting.
But I have discovered a growing taint here.
But the issue is everyone and their fat uncle was looking for this magical taint, and some of them were clearly more into this stuff than others.
Ooh, that booty.
This begins a painful process of trying to tag mobs before other people, and the only silver lining is that even the ones I tagged would still run to the guy who got second place, and I was gonna make sure they finished my work for me.
Mob tagging cheater deserves to die IRL.
That said, the taint struggle would soon be worth it. But this new weapon paired with me learning the move my dad used to conceive me, and a new monster was about to be unleashed into the world.
Holy!
It was at this time when a slave owner told me he was having issues motivating his staff of orcs, and let me explain why I was so excited to help out. You see, on Alliance things were simple. You had humans, shorter humans, even shorter humans, Bang Kai humans, and Howard of course. But on Horde it's not as simple.
True.
First there's the master race, the tall lean sleeper LeBron build giga chads, but then there's those forsaken fuckboys, the skinless brill babies that act like they are tripping on bath salts. The third is this diabetic breed of mutts from Mulgore, and then there's the orcs, from the same hometown, and to be honest I have nothing on them, so I'll just resort to the normal internet reaction to seeing someone more jacked than them.
Anything is possible. Completely natural, by the way. Peptide King right here, man.
So naturally an opportunity to beat
Also
the shit out
Giga.
of them was not something I would pass up on. The only issue was that they were working harder than an ugly stripper when I was watching. But I knew just the trick to catch them slacking.
Man, this guy's RPing with an NPC.
This brought me to my last quest, which consisted of nabbing some necklace from some SARMs abusing cave dweller, but upon seeing that a few others had the same idea, I had to roll up in style.
Come on, Rav. Nice.
They were against my initial suggestion to let me go first, but these rude sweat stains were all playing checkers while I was playing cheeseburgers, so you already know how this ended.
Oh shit. Yo.
I need a target.
Easy.
I don't have a target.
Get absolutely fucked.
And with that, my dominance had been asserted on the Trails Valley.
Yeah, Squeeze, thank you for the 3 months. Appreciate it, my man.
The plan now was to take my talents to the south beaches of Senjin, but some first world problems, dude. Was all like I took food to the valley and
trials because I thought they needed it and I like to help out. But they don't need any food.
and I'm thinking that's because they needed a taint, but then he said,
And I'm afraid of all the beasts along the way.
and while I thought he was just a bitch, I quickly found out what he was talking about. But I eventually arrived in the city, which was
Zooin!
convenient because I had
With
to
the
take a few classes
10,000.
while I was there to learn
Thank you
new
very much,
skills.
Zooin.
As you see, last year when I needed a target dummy, I always had them because I was flat out given everything I needed to make them, but on a fresh self-found server you have to make them yourself. This means almost everyone is a miner, which is also why I was surprised Dr. Disrespect didn't want to play this time around. But after a few errands I finally arrived at the place that felt like home. Trolls everywhere with cocktail-flavored names.
Bro.
Domesticated right.
Can we get Dr. Disrespect to play classic hardcore? Yo, Zooin, thank you again for the 10 chat. If you got a sub, make sure to thank the men or easy dodge the lair. Thank you, bro.
Incredible T-Rexes, and the local ganja dealer.
That was pretty
who
good. That
clearly
was a good
stocked with
joke.
Some good stuff, but the honeymoon phase only lasted so long as the first guy I talked to went blind from subbing to too many OnlyFans creators.
My eyes fail me.
And asked me to kill some crustaceans to help him bake a cake or some shit, and this seemed innocent until I realized that every single crab would be contested and the ones I did get were certified prudes.
No loot. Yeah.
The only
This quest
silver
is
lining was the
booty,
warlock
man.
that I kept stealing tags from and making him finish the kill.
That's fucked, bro. Very rap thing to do.
But if you look
And
back, I
nothing.
started this quest at 8:33 troll time, and by the time I finished this single quest it was an hour and a half later.
All the way. I think we all went through this, right? That tiger quest and the egg quest sucked too.
That's like 6 levels in Ompi time, but it was worth it when he gave me his magical blinding jizz.
Holy
There's a
shit.
dude named Master Gadrin who I like to call Echo Isles Elon, who was like, look, these islands may have a catchy name, I want to rebrand them as Island X, and I need you to cut the workforce over there by a crisp 70%, so I got to work cutting that waste.
No! I don't want him to start over the graveyard!
At one point a mid-level manager cast a spell on me which let me be as tall as Tyler 1 for a little bit.
Nice.
But after that mission and a quick genocide of some civilized pigs and I had done it. I hit level 10, which for a normal rogue would be the knees of the bees because you get a big power spike, but for me and my gimp situation, now is the time where I would be challenged more than ever, having to face all the dangers ahead.
That's the thing about these challenges. I feel like Rogue or playing WoW, getting items and loots make it fun for me, right? And to make it where you only have one hander,
Thus begins
not the
tale
best
of Rav
feeling,
Jr.,
right?
the one-armed rogue.
That's a cool journey. I'll share with the chat. Good video, Rev. Once again, there's a video. And Mr. June Dog, thank you for the 5 months.